Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to talk about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Maybe Salt Lake City is good. I don't know what. I don't know what. Let me say something. I have never been the person that has watched every franchise. Y'all already know. Well, some of you may not know. My baby has always been Atlanta. Okay, those are my girls. Um, Um, I never really got into OC like that. I think I watched like one or two seasons of OC. Like out the blue, I just randomly started watching OC. I think it was like, what season are they on? Probably like a few seasons ago. One day I was like, I'm gonna just go watch OC. I didn't review it, but I just watched it. And then of course I watch New York now. I never watched New York at all. Um, but anyways, but Salt Lake City is really girl. Out of the housewife shows, Salt Lake City is good. I have yet to be disappointed with an episode of Salt Lake City. We're on episode 5, and this is episode 5, and I have not been disappointed yet, for real. Lisa and BRONWYN. BRONWYN is my girl. BRONWYN is my girl. BRONWYN is my girl. I don't go up for BRONWYN like that, like not like not like I go up for like Kenya Moore, but BRONWYN, I like BRONWYN. I think BRONWYN is a good addition to the cast. I really, really do. Long story short, BRONWYN was a teenage mother. She got pregnant, I think, when she was 18, had the baby when she was 19, or she got pregnant when she was 19 and had the baby. Anyway, she got pregnant very, very, very young. Um, and Because of the background that her and her child's father, baby daddy, came from, um, they were not really welcomed, especially from his side. Now, she didn't really dig into what happened with her side of the family. I'm assuming, I don't know, eventually they probably came around. But for his side of the family, when they found out that she was pregnant and it was by their grandson, um, she said she pretty much got the bulk of the blame. They probably called her fast. You got that Delilah spirit. You know how the girls do. Um, and to the point they wanted her to like study abroad, have the baby, give the baby up for adoption, and all that stuff. And so she pretty much left, I guess, the conversation that she had with his people, knowing that she was going to do this alone. I almost feel like her family was probably just as bad because she made mention of her father being something, and it was kind of like an embarrassment, right? Because your child is basically having a baby out of wedlock. Um, Lisa knows the family of Bronwyn's baby daddy, child's. Oh wait, Lisa knows her baby daddy's family. Yes. He dead. He died when Gwen, which is Bronwyn's daughter, he died when she was 2 years old. And she found out by looking I think she was looking in the newspaper. Our friend had an obituary. Anyway, she found out some random way. Anyways, they were in the airport coming back from, where did they go? Minnesota? They went somewhere for a couple of days. They had a cash trip. I think it was Milwaukee. And they were in the airport, and Lisa told Gwen that Lisa told Bronwyn that her and Gwen looked just alike. And Gwen was like, oh, nobody's ever told me that before. Like, no, she doesn't. And so she was like, she looks like her daddy. And so she pulled out a picture of Gwen's father. And she was like, oh my God, like, I know him. I know his family like very, 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 very well. Um, and so Lisa, I guess, went back and told the family that she knows Bronwyn, and the family wanted, well, from what Lisa said, Lisa told Bronwyn that the family wants to, they think it's time to meet Gwen. The only thing, I get it. Can I say something? Maybe, sometimes I got a heart of stone. Okay. Sometimes it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing right here but a brick. Okay. So sometimes I'm the wrong person to ask. Okay, because when the door is closed with me, the door is all the way closed, bolted, shut, cemented. Ain't nobody getting through. Not even Jesus. Hello. Maybe Jesus. Okay. Um, Lisa was getting on my nerves because I almost felt like she was, in a way, trying to make it seem as though the family was somehow a victim in all of this. Let me tell you something. If we had to paint someone as a victim, it would not be the family. It would be the daughter and probably even Bronwyn. But I felt like Lisa was like, I feel so sorry for both of you guys. Like, this is just so horrible. Girl, some people. Anyways, so that was that. Okay. We'll get back into Bronwyn and Gwen's situation in a little bit. Girl, can I say something? I'm about to say something. If you're sensitive, please leave. Because so the next scene was Mary and her son. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Everybody decorates the way they want to decorate. My style is not your style. Your style may not be my style. It doesn't mean that it's right. It doesn't mean that it's wrong. I was talking to some of my friends earlier, and I was talking about these two guys who I would not dress the way that they dress, but I think they dress fly. Right? I can have an appreciation for somebody's individual style, even though I would not wear nothing you got on. It works for you. It would not work for me. I couldn't pull it off. Right? And so I'm someone who believes that everybody can rock whatever they want to rock. Home decor be their home decor, except for Giselle. Giselle house a mess. Okay, girl, I'm saying all that to say this. As soon as I saw that, girl, sometimes I feel like I gotta go to a whole explanation that really ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Girl, let me just say it. As soon as I saw Robert Jr. above Robert Jr.'s door, I got instantly disgusted. Girl, that is a grown ass man. Why do y'all have Robert Jr. above his door when I tell you Robert Jr. came downstairs higher than Air Force One? Girl, when I tell you Robert Jr. came out of that room when Mary was calling his name Robert, he came out of the room higher than a Boeing 737. When I tell you Robert came out of that room higher than a kite, baby. When I tell you that boy looked stoned. I feel like at this point of the show, Mary knows that her son is battling some type of addiction. For those who don't know, Mary's son is in rehab. I think it was due to a little sniff. Hello, fentanyl, and I think marijuana. Um, Mary, I love Mary Jane. We more worried about the other two. Okay. um, so I feel like at this point, Mary knew that he was battling some type of addiction because he asked for money, and her response was, "Are you going to get something?" Um, like, is he going to put the money? Is he using the money for a good purpose? And then she started giving him the analogy of your body being a plant, and you have to take care of your body. And if you don't water your plant, then what happens to the plant? He said it dies. So I feel like at this point, I don't know. I feel like Mary is very aware that something could be going on with her son. Um, Now, for the doctors, the therapists, the people who are certified, come on for the certified. Do y'all think that it? Do y'all think that? Because I feel, and for me, okay, I think that Mary and Robert are over there raising a bomb. Now I understand that he has an addiction. Y'all gonna have to explain it to me because I don't get it. What they got to do with him not working? Robert Jr. could take his grown ass down to the mall, get a job at the Gap. I'm sorry. Get a job at Forever 21, Nordstrom, Saks, girl Neiman, girl Macy's. Girl, if he need to go stock some groceries at Walmart. She feels as though him working, it wouldn't be beneficial because I guess he wouldn't be able to, like, I guess, concentrate. Girl, nobody's saying he needs to go out and get a job for, at a downtown firm. But girl, he can go get some. He can go get a little something. He can go do a little 1-2 at the mall. I just feel like it's just another excuse for. I just feel like it's an excuse. Again, I don't know. So I want the people who are experts in this field to let us know. Let me know. Because I feel like it's bomb 101. I don't have, girl, I don't like no, girl, y'all know I don't like no man who don't work. Now that's when my old school ways start kicking in. Girl, if you're a grown man and don't work, I have no respect for you. Girl, at all. You better be going to school or something. Unless you just come from money. And girl, all you gotta do is just sit on your ass and spend money all day, then I guess. But for the most part, I believe, girl, grown people should work, especially grown ass men. And if you asking your mama for money to eat, then you need to get your ass a job. I think Mary and Robert are well off. You know what I'm saying? I'm not expecting. I'm not even saying that Robert has to move out. I'm just saying Robert needs to have a job though. Like that's the bare. Like that's the bare. Like that's the minimum, girl. And again, I'm not even saying he got to go get a job at some downtown firm. Girl, you go get a job at the Gap. You need to be doing something though. Let me know, y'all. But Robert was high, baby. I said, oh, baby, that thing is high. Because I got high, because I got high, because I got high. I was gonna clean the pool until I got high. Okay. I was gonna take the kids to school, but then I got high. Okay. Okay. I was gonna wash my car out. I know why. Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. Girl, this Afro man. I can't remember the words. He said he had a lot of stuff to do on his to-do list that day, but girl, he couldn't do it because he got high. Ooh-wee. So Heather tells Lisa, Heather tells Lisa that, long story short, Angie basically said, girl, in a way, she took a dig, I guess, at Lisa's mothering. She said that Electra needs more attention than Harry. Something like that. What's the baby name? What's some kid's name? Electra? I love the name Electra. Henry. What's his name? Henry. When I say it's a white name, even though I did have a great aunt whose name was Henry, a woman. Hello, old school. Okay. Anyways, but what was I saying? Oh, Lisa. This is a thing. Lisa has every right not to trust Angie. Angie went back and told Whitney a conversation that she had with Lisa. That's strike number one. I think any of us, even though we've probably been messy in our friend groups before, it's still, if I went and told another friend what another friend said, I cannot then turn around and get upset because that person is upset at me because I went and ran my mouth. So correct me if I'm wrong. Lisa and Angie had a conversation. She went back and told Whitney what Lisa said. Lisa has every right to be frustrated or look at Angie sideways. There was another example that I gave in my last video that Angie did to Lisa. While in, like, I get Lisa, it might not. I guess I'll be the villain or whatever. But I can definitely understand why Lisa is side eyeing Angie. Now, this is where Lisa, you opened up that door. I have come to realize that you should just leave the kids out of it, because even though I do believe that most of the time people are not really taking a dig at the kids, people kind of just lose it when you bring kids into it altogether. So Lisa, you opened up the door to bring kids into it. Now you mad because, girl, Angie keeping the door open. You brought Alexa into the conversation, so she brought Henry into the conversation. That's the end of it. Girl, it don't matter what you meant, how you meant it, what you said, how you said it. You brought Alexa's name into the conversation, so she brought Henry's name into the conversation. And that's just what it is. I, so now Lisa over there crying. You just said, you pretty much just said in a nutshell that she didn't say nothing bad about Alexa, but to Angie, you basically said, girl, she just be using her daughter as an excuse to get off the phone. She don't need to be worried about that girl. That's what Angie heard. Angie didn't hear Lisa not saying anything negative about her daughter. She didn't. She heard her say, I'm using my daughter to get off the phone with you, and I'm really not worried about my daughter. That's what Angie heard. So Angie came back and said, girl, I have to tend to Electra because Henry really don't need all that paying attention to, because we know you pretty much. And this is what Lisa heard. Lisa heard Angie say, well, she heard Heather say, she basically trying to say Electra has a lot of stuff going on and Henry ain't got nothing going on, and quiet as it's kept, girl, I don't tend to my kids. And then the next scene, we see Lisa walking in the room talking about, hey, Henry, you hungry? I said, come on, Adam. I said, not the next scene, honey, girl. They have Lisa walking in the room asking Henry, is he hungry? Okay, Lisa, I'm going to show y'all. I'm hands-on, baby. Girl, even if it is, girl, even if I did run to Jack in the Box and get a number 3. Adam and Whitney. Adam is a podcaster. I don't know who that is, girl. Somebody, I guess a friend. Is a business partner. I don't know. Anyways, so I guess what they're trying to say is that Lisa is the reason that this rumor has started about Whitney's jewelry line basically being from Shein. Was it Alibaba? Alibaba, baby. Okay. So basically, I think they're trying to say that Lisa is the root of the rumor, and that's pretty much what it is. Girl, we was talking last week, and I said I thought I remember Whitney, and some of y'all said you right, cousin, because that's what happened. Whitney introduced, and y'all let us know if we right, because I said it, and then some of the cousins said it in the comment section. Whitney introduced this line to us as if it was her jewelry line, like as if she was in the room sketching out this jewelry and when it had it made, and you know, and that was an episode where Gunica and Lisa got into it. Remember? That's how Whitney introduced this to us. That is not the same thing. In my head, when you say I'm coming out with a jewelry line, I'm thinking it's your line. You know, it's one thing. It's like if somebody says, "Oh, I'm opening up a boutique store. I'm opening up a store." My mind doesn't go to, "Oh, it's going to be your fashions. But if you tell me I'm going to start my own fashion line, I'm thinking that you're going to be like you're starting your own clothing line. The way that Whitney presented it was as if she was starting her own jewelry line. Girl. But now you basically telling us, you basically buying the shit in bulk from somebody and you selling it. I don't think that's too far out from the girl saying you getting it from Alabama. Girl. So now I guess the thing is, who started the rumor? Okay, I guess Lisa started the rumor. I guess that's what they're trying to get to. Whoever that was on the phone was getting on my goddamn nerves. I hate when the girls try and play. No, he wasn't getting on my nerves. It wasn't him. It was a person who was playing the games with him. So the Adam guy was like, I asked this person, could they tell me who it was? And the person was telling Adam that they really can't say. I can't say. But if you ask me some questions, girl, if I was Adam, I would have said, bitch, stop playing on my phone. Girl, I'm not the, I hate when people do that guessing game shit. So Adam said that he started trying to figure out who was, I guess, the root of the rumor. Girl, I can't keep up with Whitney in this storyline. Does a person have a beauty brand? No. That's what the guy on the phone, Adam. Is his name Adam or Alan? Adam or Alan, somebody, Whitney's friend. So he said he asked the guy, does a person have a beauty brand? The guy told Adam, no. Oh, does a person have a jewelry line? Because he's trying to go around the group to see who told the lie. Then he said, does a person have a liquor line? And the person said yes. So of course, Lisa is the only one in the group with a liquor line. So of course that pretty much crosses out everybody except for Lisa. So that's how they got to, I guess Lisa is a root of the rumor starting. Girl, I'm not about to play this guessing game. Bitch, who said it? Did Lisa say it? Did Meredith say it? I can't say. You got to ask the questions. Girl, y'all hoes be want to be messy but don't want to be messy. Bitch, if you going to be messy, bitch, I would have been like, bitch, I heard Lisa was out here telling people that, girl, that ain't even Whitney shit. That's what I was saying. Bitch, I just would have came out and said it. I'm not playing that game. Girl, talk plain to me. Who said it? Girl, Lisa going around town saying that ain't even your jewelry line, girl. And that you buying that shit from Shein for $3.17 and selling it for $69.99. That's what they said Lisa said. Now, I don't know because I wasn't there. Brittany and Jared. I really try and have I try and have an understanding for the girls who have probably been through something, right? When I hear, like, I think we're all brought into this world and we are conditioned to believe, pushed to believe that boys wear pink. I mean, girl, I'm sorry, girl, that's how we're conditioned to believe. We're conditioned to believe that boys wear blue, girls wear pink, right? A boy is supposed to marry a girl is supposed to marry a boy, you're supposed to have a son and a daughter, a dog and a cat, a 3-bedroom house, a white picket fence, right? You're supposed to live happily ever after. We know that's a lie, that's a fairy tale, that's some shit they done told us and it sticks in some people's heads. I understand that Brittany is a part of this organization that has told them that a man is, and that's just not even just their organ, that's just not even her religion, that's just the world, you know, that men are at the top of the list. You know, Brittany does not have the best relationship with her, I think, daughter or daughters, her kids. And that's because she's even said that she's always put a man over her children. I tried to give Brittany some understanding because it's like, okay, when Heather was like, well, girl, that's just how they was raised. Like, you can get into heaven if you don't have kids, but you can't get into heaven if you don't have a husband. But at some point, I'm gonna have to start tugging on your wig. Y'all be too dick hungry for me. Girl, you sitting across this table from this man, begging for what? Girl, when she said, you're my best friend, God said, what the fuck did she just, you're my best friend. Girl, what? Jared gives me the creeps. He does. Um, he gives me like he's full of himself. He gives me like he thinks he's the best looking guy in the room. I almost felt like I don't know if that was a I don't know if that, the scene ended kind of weird to me because it appeared as though they had like I guess they had broken up again. Or they like it almost felt like he brought her there to have a conversation just so he could flip it and break up with her. Well, we'll just put a pin in it. I'm a good guy. I'm a really good guy. But when a girl's gotta start screaming at a good guy, girl, I guess, girl. Um, I put Jared as a weirdo. He gives me the icks. He's like the big man on campus. That's the energy that I was getting from him. And Brittany looked like a fool. Girl, you should have went there, got your free meal, and left. Girl, now I ain't mad at no bitch want to put a little food in her stomach. Shit is high nowadays. So I'm not mad at nobody for trying to get a free meal and a cocktail. Okay? But after that, girl, get your shit and leave. Girl, fuck him. Um, but I got something for you, Brittany, too. Okay, don't get it twisted, Brittany. We about to do some tugging on you. Bronwyn and Gwen. Bronwyn, Gwen is her daughter again. They're having a conversation about Gwen taking this new step to meet up with her baby daddy's family. Bronwyn, I feel bad for any person who is in a situation where they have to put their feelings aside. Because now Bronwyn, like a lot of women, are now in a situation where these same people who turned their backs on me have the pussy lips after 18 years to say they want to possibly build a relationship with my daughter, girl, that I raised, who you told me to move across the world and then give up for adoption. Bitch, I will be ready to set Salt Lake City on fire. Do you hear me? But Bronwyn has to kind of remove herself out of it to see what her daughter wants to do. Her daughter is a young girl, 17, 18, young woman, whatever you want to, however you want to refer to her. And if Gwen, not Bron, yeah, Gwen is 18, 17, I think. Anyway, girl, she's 17, 18. If Gwen wants to pursue this relationship with these folk, then Bronwyn probably feels like she has to support that, even though I feel the way that I feel, and I really want to go around the room and start slapping the shit out of them. But if that's what she wants to do, then I feel like I have to support it. Bronwyn doesn't have really the answers that Gwen may be looking for, as far as like how was her father. Any questions pertaining to her father, Gwen doesn't have because Gwen didn't know the nigga. I mean, he died. He died when she was when Gwen was 2, right? So those answers are going to have to come from his people. Gwen feels a way about meeting up with them now because the energy has kind of shifted in a way. Um, she said that they said something like, if you're ready. And, you know, you have to be very careful with the words you use with people, especially in a sensitive situation like this, because I was with Gwen. And they know if you're ready, bitch, y'all ain't fool with me. Girl. You know what I'm saying? And then I felt bad for Bronwyn because I think Bronwyn did what a lot of parents try and do, right? If I try and provide my child with a great life, if I try and give my child whatever they want or need, then maybe that will take up for the absence of a father. And that's not true. Because the truth of the matter is, girl, your kids still gonna go to school. They still gonna hear these stories of these other people who have fathers in their household, or even if they're not in the home, they still have a relationship. So no matter what you do, it's still not gonna fill that void or take away from or try to distract her from the fact that ain't no daddy in the house, or she ain't gotten, she doesn't have a father. Um, But then I think probably so because he was dead. So you know what I'm saying? It's not as easy to explain. But it's one thing when you like don't know where your daddy at. It's another thing when you like, oh, your daddy passed away. Um, I just thought about this. So maybe that's what Bronwyn was coming from because her father did pass away at 2. So she was probably trying to fill that void. That's probably what Bronwyn was. That's probably what Bronwyn meant. Anyways, I don't know, but I don't know if Gwen's going to meet up with those people. Personally, I wouldn't. Um, they told her if we meet Gwen, she has to be in a space to basically accept them. It almost felt like to me, and I probably took it the same way Gwen took it. Like you're telling me that if I meet up with you, then I need to be like, bitch. If Gwen want to meet up with them people and have 1,000 questions, they should be ready for her to ask 1,001 questions. I almost feel like when you have a situation like this, it's like the people don't want to be held accountable. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Like I could see her people, the daddy's folks, like not really wanting to answer any questions, somehow turning it into them being the victim when you ain't no victim. Anyway, let me get off that. It is what it is. I like Bronwyn. I do. I like Bronwyn. Brittany, girl, let me get back on Brittany. Brittany, girl. So Brittany, Heather, Mary, and Lisa go out and do some type of, I don't know, some adventures of Salt Lake City, zip lining. And Brittany basically tells Lisa that she was mad at her for texting Jared. You remember when they were in Milwaukee? Lisa was texting Jared, right? Um, Now, of course, Jared knows that Lisa was the one texting him, and now he feels a way about it. So now Brittany is upset because basically Jared is upset, and now she's mad at Lisa. I would have told that bitch, girl, bitch, you acting like I went and got your phone while you was asleep. Girl, you was knocked out. I put it up to your face. Girl, open up your phone and started sending text messages. Helper, you was 2 inches from me when I started sending this nigga them text messages. Girl, and now you mad because he mad? Girl. Girl, I just met you this season. Girl, fuck you and fuck him. Girl, I don't even know you, girl. I was trying to build your confidence up because you running around here, girl. Then she gonna have the nerve to say, "I don't understand why you're so invested in my relationship." Can we just call it for what it is? And Mary was probably right when she said, "Girl, shut up. We don't want to hear about that man no more." Brittany has made it her storyline, which is fine, to talk about Jared Osmond. You bring this man up in front of the group and you make it a part of the conversation for the moment, at the moment. And now you're upset because a conversation that you bring up, now they have questions they talk about. We would not be talking about that raggedy ass nigga, are you, if you would have brought his ass up into the conversation. Now you think we invested. Quiet as it's kept. I don't give a fuck about him or you. Okay, that's good. This was a good girl. You gotta have the right girl. That girl. You gotta have the girl. This is the girls come making on the ladder because that's what would have went down on them. They would have been cursing each other. They would have cussed Brittany out. Girl, what? Girl, I don't give a fuck about that man. And I'm mad that you think that I do. I'm trying to hype you up and build your self esteem up because you're looking stupid. Okay, and now you mad at me because he mad when you was right there beside me when I was texting the nickel. Girl. Anyways, um, Mary basically tells Heather she's fake. Heather, can I say something? Y'all know I like Heather. Heather is a good housewife. She is. I don't know what, when I tell you Heather was bothering me, Heather, if you don't get that dirt off your lip, like, Heather literally just sat there for the rest of the episode with just dirt on her face. Just dirt. It was a big black spot right here on her lip. It looked like some scalp. I was like, I just want to peel it off. I just want to peel it off like this. Girl, get that off her lip. Get that off her lip. It's right there. Get it off. Girl, she just sat there for the rest of the episode with with dirt on her face. I assumed it was dirt. But Mary was right though. In a way, like girl, that's what I was about to say. Heather is another one who I feel like has made it her mission to kind of, for those who have watched Salt Lake City since the beginning, girl, it's only been 5 seasons. I skipped out one season. Basically the season when Mary left, I left too. Okay. I think that was season 3. Was that season 3? I can't remember, girl. Anyways, whatever season Mary left, I left. Um, but there's always been this thing with Heather and even Whitney where it felt like they were like vying for Lisa's attention. And it almost again looks like here we go again with Heather wanting to be Heather, like Lisa, I'm your friend. I'm your friend, Lisa. Right? That's what it gives to me. And so Mary tells Heather, like, you taking up for Lisa, but long story short, girl, you've been knowing Angie since high school. You've been on Angie longer than all of us. And here you are taking up for Lisa. But again, if somebody is just right in that moment, then they're right. I think that Lisa is right to a certain degree. Lisa has every right to feel a way about Angie running back and telling shit that she said. But on the flip side, Lisa, you brought children into it first. That's just what it is. If you wouldn't have brought a lecturer into it, she more than likely wouldn't have brought Henry into it. You brought a lecturer into it, so she brought Henry into it. It is what it is. And then Mary says that, Heather, you always lead with lies. I said, bitch, what? She said the black eye. I said, oh my God. And then she said, you walk around here talking about body positivity and you all know Ozempic. I said, oh my God. Now I will say this much. I didn't take Heather, and Heather explained it on the show. When Heather was going around here, I took what Heather was trying to say is that body positivity is not a real thing. And honestly, I don't think it is either. I think it's something that people say to make people who may be fat, may be overweight, may be considered obese to feel good. But the truth of the matter is people don't like fat people. That's exactly why when you see Lizzo and other fat people be ready to throw them over a bridge. It is what it is. It's not to sound mean, because I'm considered obese. Y'all already know, girl. You know, I done lost a little bit of weight. Girl, go back and look at some of my old pictures on Instagram. Girl, I was big. I didn't even know I was that big. Okay, yes, I did. But girl, I was big. I'm not even going to tell y'all how much I weighed. But I completely understood what Heather was trying to say. That body positivity shit is some bullshit. That's what people say just to say it. But people don't believe in body positivity. They don't. And if you fat, look at how the world treats people who are not thin. Look at how they were dogging out Ashley Graham for being on the runway, Victoria's Secret's runway. And Ashley Graham is the average size of a woman in the United States of America. And they still dogged her. Ashley Graham looks more like how women look than the girls on the runway look. It's crazy. Anyways. That was pretty much it. But it was a good episode. This review was actually longer than what I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to be done in about 20, 25 minutes. All right, that's it. Girl, I'm done. All right, girl. If I forgot something, honey, I have to come back next week because I'm tired of talking. All right, y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all.